Uh, do you feel like you get much support from your local FA in terms of like pitches, maybe any funding or anything, or is it all left
So
to
we are
you?
completely self-funded. When I say self-funded, it's me. So we've got a couple of sponsors that have come in to help us with playing for kits and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
London Blue Podcasting Away fans have been very supportive of the project. Um, but we're mainly self-funded. We want to. I'm popular. What's going on there?
As
We
always.
want to, we do want to have a bit more of a understanding with RFA, but I think especially with this year, a lot of clubs have found it very difficult to get full support from their football associations. Getting grants and getting finances, unless you are well, you're stood well within a community. If you compared to if you just started, is nigh on impossible. Um, Also, I just feel in general, London as a city, it has such a huge pool of talent, but has such a limited space in terms of football pitches. So, you look at some of the biggest cities around the world. You look at other countries where they have thousands of football pitches in comparison to London, which has a few hundred, and it allows players to flourish and develop and do their thing. Whereas in London, it's very difficult. I think one thing that we found this year is, obviously being a team named Imperial Wharf, we wanted to play in Southwest London. We were originally based on Rayners Lane, fantastic community, really fitted in. It just didn't work out in the end. But the biggest problem is there is a very limited amount of pitches in Southwest London.
Yeah.
All 11-a-side pitches are based north of the river. So it's something which we have really struggled to deal with. So our home pitch is currently in Shepherd's Bush. We do want to expand. We do want to go elsewhere, but we as a club, it's very difficult. But I can't just speak for me. I mean, I'm speaking for a lot of clubs here who have said similar things. A lot of chairmen have said different things, said the same thing to me. So, it's a difficult time to be running a football club. Um, I think we were almost very unfortunate in our timing of it, but I don't think anybody could have predicted what was
No.
going to happen in 2020. So for us, it's just a case we've got to grin and bear it and continue to build. So whereas it's also been very rewarding in terms of offering us time to rebuild, local FAs since the pandemic's hit have found it very difficult. And look, I'm not going to sit here and just slate them. Obviously, it's very understandable that they found it very
Yeah.
difficult, but they do need to support grassroots clubs, which we obviously have seen a lot of close down since the
Yeah.
pandemic started.
Because you've seen a bailout with the League One and League Two teams from the Premier League, haven't you? But that doesn't seem to filter down into the lower teams, divisions where people could use it most.
Look, it's where people need it most, yes, but I mean, it's not what's on the telly,
Yeah.
and it all feels very forced. This Premier League bailout, it's not. It's not genuine. If it was genuine, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
having this
There's
conversation.
something in it for them as well.
It would happen 6 months ago. So, I think that with everything that's happened with the Premier League and the EFL, fair play to the Premier League for bailing clubs out. Doesn't feel genuine. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But the
It
grassroots have got to come together and do their bit to make sure that they can help their own communities.